You know, a massive futuristic industry is setting up shop right in the heart of the Texas Panhandle. It's promising tons of jobs, a whole new economic era. But when an AI gold rush comes to town, what happens to the price of a home? Okay, let's get into it. So this is Amarillo, Texas. For decades, it's been a place where affordability isn't just some buzzword. It's a reality. It's a city built on agriculture, on energy, and on a really solid down-to-earth identity. But that identity, well, it's about to be tested because a very, very big new neighbor is moving in just down the road. Meet Fermi America. Look, this is not just another factory. We're talking about an 11 gigawatt private energy campus. I mean, one of the largest in the entire world, built for one reason: to power the huge data centers that next-gen AI needs. This project could literally put Amarillo at the center of the new tech economy. Now, this kind of development, it usually creates that classic boomtown scenario, right? It sends housing prices through the roof. So the question for Amarillo, and really for cities just like it all across the country, is simple. What happens now? And this gets us right to the heart of it, the boomtown dilemma. Can a city actually embrace this kind of massive economic growth without, sacrificing the very affordability that makes it so attractive in the first place? Let's start with the baseline $239,200. That's the average price of a home in Amarillo as of mid-2024. Keep that number in your head because it's at the very heart of this entire story. Now, to put that number in perspective, that Amarillo average is nearly $45,000 less than the average across the entire state of Texas. That's not just a small difference. We're talking about a major affordability advantage here, and that's the crucial point: that affordability, that ability for first-time buyers and young families to actually put down roots. That is exactly what's at risk of being lost when a giant like Fermi America comes to town. So to figure out if Amarillo's market is about to just explode, we have to understand its health. Right now, let's pull back the curtain and look at the official data from the Department of Housing and Urban Development, and this gives us a really clear picture of what's going on. So HUD rates Amarillo's economy is strong, which is fantastic news, but take a look at the housing markets themselves. The rental market, it's soft, which means there's a good bit of vacancy. In the sales market, it's balanced. It's not overheated. It's not in some crazy bubble. It's just stable. So why is it so balanced? Well, it's because Amarillo isn't a one-trick pony. Just look at this breakdown of its job market. Sure, manufacturing is a big piece of the pie, but the economy is held up by these other huge pillars in government, trade, and healthcare. That diversity provides a really important cushion against any sudden shocks. And you can see that stability playing out in the actual sales activity after a peak back in 2022. Rising mortgage rates really cool things off. Sales have actually been going down for 2 straight years. This is not a market on the verge of some speculative frenzy. It's a market that's already been correcting itself. So the numbers are painting a picture of a surprisingly resilient market. But to really get why, we need to hear from the experts who are actually on the ground there. They can help explain the foundation of the Panhandle's stable ground. Listen to this from local realtor Douglas Campbell. He says the market is flat, but it's not declining. He sees Amarillo's economy and housing market as stable. This really suggests there's a solid foundation here, one that might just be able to handle the pressure that's coming. So what's the secret sauce here? Well, it's not just one thing. It's really four key factors all working together. First up, there's existing inventory, over 700 homes on the market, which gives them a buffer. Second, like we just saw, the economic base is super diversified. Third, Fermi isn't the only game in town. The whole Panhandle is seeing this broader energy boom in wind and solar. And finally, the city has been smart, proactively investing in huge infrastructure projects like the Loop 335 expansion, getting ready for growth before it even shows up. Okay, so we've seen the data, we've heard from the local experts. Let's put all the pieces together and answer that big question. What is next for Amarillo? The verdict seems to be this: because its market is already balanced, its economy is diverse, and it has homes ready to sell, Amarillo is probably not going to experience a sudden chaotic price shock. Instead, what Fermi America will likely bring is a sustained gradual pressure on the housing market over many, many years. And you gotta remember, this isn't just about one city. Amarillo is the economic hub for this huge region that covers parts of 3 different states. So whatever happens here is going to send ripples outwards, affecting communities all across the Panhandle and way beyond. So this leaves us with one final really crucial question. Amarillo is on the front lines of this new industrial revolution, one that's powered by AI, and as this transformation completely reshapes our country, the real test is going to be whether America's heartland cities can harness this incredible growth to write a new kind of boomtown story, one that's about stability, foresight, and prosperity for everybody. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe now and click that bell and check out other videos in our channel.